Hey, what's up guys, Skylar here. Today I'll be doing a video on Apple's first ever consumer grade laptop, the Apple iBook G3, nicknamed the Clamshell. This laptop here that I have is the earliest revision of the laptop. This is the Blueberry revision, that's what they call it. I just call it a teal light blue one. It is a very, very cool looking little laptop. It's got a two-tone plastic design and came out in 1999 for, I believe, $1,300. Now this laptop I did acquire with an Indigo one, which I do have in my closet, but it's in a much worse condition, and I prefer to show this one on camera since it is a little more camera ready. This laptop basically is the first ever consumer grade machine, sorry I had to sit down there, and overall has just a very unique design to it. So anyway, now the laptop, let's see, I guess I'll just go on ahead and start with the I/O ports. So along this side you have your 56K telephone modem here, your 10100 Ethernet, USB 1.1 port, and later models, later revisions did get a Firewire port right here, and also a headphone jack on that right there. I think it's only audio out. But anyway, on the back you have a little carrying handle here, which is this blue strip, which is actually rather cool. It's kind of nice little touch, considering this laptop I think weighs about 6 pounds. So for on the go, that is kind of heavy for nowadays standards. And also that little thing right there is a standby light, or a standby indicator for sleep. Now on this side of the laptop you have your power jack, which is rather odd. It's kind of like this RCA looking power jack right here, as you can see. Oh, focus. So yeah. Also, this right here is a tray loading CD-ROM drive, and I don't know the speed of it. I wish I did. But anyway, so let me go ahead and rotate the laptop back around. Now inside, all you got to do is just pull up the little latch, and you open up the laptop. I gotta stand up for it now. It's out of frame. Anyway, I'm out of focus again. Sorry. This laptop has inside, you have your single speaker here, you have your power button here, nice clicky little power button, and a very nice keyboard for a laptop, of course, but then again, though, it's a thicker laptop, so I guess I can expect an extra keyboard. You have a touchpad here, which is a acceptable size, and you also have some very interesting sounding mouse buttons. It sounds almost like an actual, like a mouse that you plug in by a USB port or PS2 port, depending on how you prefer your peripherals. Anyway, this laptop does use a very cool looking little power supply. Allow me to do this. As you guys can see, the cord kind of ravels up inside and also uses this RCA style jack. Unfortunately, these power supplies are hard to find in this original design. I actually got this one with the laptop because this one, along with the PowerBook G3 that came alongside, used this power connector. So as you can imagine, since these models only used it, they are kind of hard to find. But anyway, I'm going to go on ahead, plug in the laptop, get it all ready, and we'll just go on ahead and get started up. Alright, so it's all plugged in, and the cool thing about this is that actually there's a little like kind of ring around this little charger right here, and as you can see, it's kind of actually on the laptop. It's green when actually fully charged and orange when trying to charge. Now, it's going to say it's trying to charge the battery, but the battery in this machine, which actually I forgot to show the underside of the laptop, which is actually rather colorful for the machine. As you can see here, here's the underside of the laptop. This one's rather scuffed up and scratched and everything like that. But, you know, my phone is having some trouble focusing. Holy crap. Sorry about that. Here's your battery cover right here. There's a little vent for the CPU there, and even an Apple logo on the bottom. A very colorful bottom, considering it is the bottom of the laptop. Now, with a few of these little latches here, which I can undo with my finger, I believe, I can then peel up and show you guys the battery. This is, I think this at the time was a 6-hour battery, supposedly. This one no longer holds a charge, of course it is original, and here's your little plastic panel, which I'm probably going to have fun getting back on. No, that was actually pretty easy. Trying to remember, how does the latch go? It's kind of like that, and I'll just get it on decently. Have to kind of do that. Anyway, so allow me to stand up the laptop again, open it, and there you go. So I'll go on ahead and boot it on. Now its model does work. Oh, hard drive in it is a 3.2 gigabyte Fujitsu hard drive, and sets about right here. This is the factory hard drive actually. Now the laptop screen is going to be rather dim, but it does run macOS 10.3 Panther and macOS 9.2.2. A Panther version is 10.3.9. And also, can I do this on video? Hope I can. Anyway, now there's these two little latches, one right here and one right here. Once you release, you can kind of pull up the keyboard, lay it down flat, and kind of deal with it. There's the hard drive. Unfortunately, to get to it, you need to, sorry I had to focus there, you need to actually disassemble the machine like all the way down to get to that, which actually rather sucks. Then you have a airport card here. Now, I think the earlier models did not come with this stock. I think you actually had to buy this and add this in, even though they did advertise that. Here's your CD-ROM drive, and underneath this little airport card here, you do have your RAM, which I've added in 512 megabytes. This is booted up to the desktop now, which is running, yes, the iOS 10 background, if you are wondering. Okay, now it's time to realign the laptop. Oops. So I see I accidentally muted itself. Anyway, so here's clock set before that. Yes, I know. And that hard drive is going nuts. Okay, so now this laptop, like I said, for the earliest revision, it does have the PowerPC G3 processor running at 300 megahertz. I'll go ahead and get this as best I can. Once again, sorry about the shaky camera work. I will have an iPhone 7 here soon. We'll do an unboxing of that. Anyway, so as stated here, it has Mac OS 10.3.9. I did update that myself. Apple does not support this version very well anymore. 300 megahertz G3 processor, 544 megs of RAM. Let me move that out of the way. Anyway, so now I'll go to more info. Let's see. Will you launch, please? Come on, there you go. Okay, let me move that over so you can actually kind of see a little bit of that. As you can see here, PowerPC 750, kind of known as the G3 chip. 512K of L2 cache per CPU, so only 512K because there is only one processor in here, single. It has a 67 megahertz bus, which means it does have PC66 SD RAM, or an SODIMM, which does sit about central on the laptop. And then you have your internal 32 megs. And yes, this computer at the time did come from the factory with 32 megabytes of RAM, which is rather retarded in my opinion. Now PCI cards, it does have one. Once it'll find it. Sorry, I have to just kind of let this load. This computer is not the fastest thing. It does have an ATI Rage of Ability L graphics, 4 megs of video RAM, and it is pushing a 12-inch display, which is 800 by 600, so decent display. By nowadays standards, kind of but you know. Now this is the parallel ATA, and it has the Fujitsu hard drive, as you can see here, 3.83 gigabytes. They say it's 3.2, but I guess that's the non-conventional size of just like 1,000 megabytes is equal to a gig. There's your map, which is a CD-ROM. There is no SCSI on this. There's nothing to show there. USB, as you can see, is only 12 megs a second, so it is just the OHCI bus. This does not have FireWire. Now the airport card is installed and is working. I actually got this one from the Indigo one I have, which sits, like I said, central. You should have seen that earlier. And the modem does have your telephone modem, but it doesn't really. I don't have it hooked up to anything. There's no reason to have it hooked up to anything. But yeah, that's that. Now Safari, I will launch Safari. It does work. I quit it myself. It's fine. Anyway, but here is Safari. It's very, very not sized up too well, but as you can see, it does work on the internet. Hold on, wait, let me hide the dock. But as you can see here, it does indeed seem to work just fine. So now, well, kind of. I mean, the version of Safari is very outdated. Unfortunately, they did not support this too well. I think because Tiger was so popular, they kept it up to date. But as you can see here, it's running version 1.3. This will run up to version 1.3.2 of Safari, while the next upgrade, Tiger, this one cannot get Tiger, just mainly because of the fact that it does not have the FireWire port right there. But anyway, this one does work just fine though. Now I'm going to cut the video and I'm going to boot into OS 9 right quick. I'll be back. The one thing else about defects on the laptop that I have, yes, it's booting up OS 10. I actually figured out I can't option boot into OS 9. Whoops. There's cracks around the Apple logo, so that's one thing. It's not too collector grade, but I guess it's just going to have to do. Also, like I did mention underneath the laptop, there's a lot of scuffs. I don't know if you can see it too well, but there's a lot of scuffs. Anyway, yeah, but that's just kind of that with cosmetic. Past that though, it's pretty good. There it is booting into OS 9. And it's running 9.2.1. I meant to get 9.2.2 on here. I guess I forgot to do that. Anyway, one thing that I find really cool about this laptop is the design of it. Actually, is just, it's very rugged. You have your screen here and your internals here, but then around you have just this plastic. So it's for shock protection. You even have some around here. On top of that, Apple did make a big deal about the rubber mounted hard drive in here. And there it is, OS 9. So yeah, now it is having to load, so should be loading pretty soon. Anyway, oops, what are you doing? I don't know what the hell just launched, but whatever. Okay, come on, load. Whatever. I don't know why this thing's being so slow for having 544 megs of RAM to this. I mean, come on, this thing can be ran on 32 megs just fine. Can I make you out of it? No. Go away. No. Go away. No preferences will be set for you. I don't care. Airport assistant set up. Go away. Anyway, I could set up airport myself, but it does work. And the battery indicators and everything like that are along the bottom. Allow me to actually go on ahead and close this little bottom dock so it's out of the way. As you can see here, I have this, and I did not set the platinum sound. I'll set that and kind of show you guys that because it is actually rather cool. But anyway. Here it is now. This much RAM, you don't need virtual memory, but you know, I just decided to kind of leave it alone for there. But yeah, that's that. Now allow me to open up the system profile right quick. Anyway, so here this is. The serial number's there, which I don't care if you guys see, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so here's all this stuff. As you can see here, there's your 544 megs of RAM. I'll just go ahead and open that up again. There it is, 32 megabyte SD RAM. It is internal built-in. It's actually on the board. Then you have your 512 meg stick through your top slot. 4 megs video RAM, of course, just your typical same stuff. Now devices and volumes, come on. Searching for all that stuff. Anyway, but here's the internal ATA too, apparently. Here's the hard drive. The vendor, or manufacturer, of course, as mentioned on OS 9, is Fujitsu size. As you can see here, your conventional size would be 3.24, 3.2, but the capacity, if you do it at 1024, is basically 3.03. Which was mentioned once again in OS 10. But here's on iBook hard drive, available, apparently 857 megs, which I'm not surprised because this is the 3 gig hard drive with 2 operating system on it. Why? Because like I said, I am a professional idiot. Anyway, CD-ROM by that shit stuff, and that's such a weird thing to say. It sounds like you're just gonna say shit with it. But anyway, built-in display card, and then the built-in display, I believe it's active matrix. I don't know. Let's see, but anyway. Main screen and everything like that. Let me try and use my thumb to block that. 800 by 600 millions and 72 by 72 DPI. And then here's the, I see the about the computer will not close with Command Q, unlike OS 10. Anyway, here's the stock background, which as you may or may not notice, allow me to actually show you guys. Cool thing about this is that the bottom little battery plate here has that exact same background, which is actually rather cool. Of course, thank God for mounted hard drives. I would probably mess up the hard drive a bit, but anyway. But that is my iBook clamshell. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Unfortunately, there's nothing much for programs to show on here since they are reinstalls. I think this model came to me with OS 9 and Adobe Acrobat and Adobe, I think an Adobe Suite and a Microsoft Office on it. Unfortunately, I tried to upgrade it to 9.2.2. Yes, on this old of a computer via USB, and it, let's just say it like broke the operating system. So this was operating system list for, I'd say, a week or two, and then I got CDs I could actually burn, and I do have a giant stack of them somewhere, I don't know where. I got it reinstalled, and I also got, I think I got OS 10.3 on it originally, and then I eventually just got OS 9 on it, which was rather recent, but anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please rate and comment for more. Let me know what you want to see next. But like I said, I will be doing an iPhone 7 unboxing here pretty soon. And anyway, guys, peace out.